Shireen in Irving, Texas. Hey, Shireen, what's on your mind today? Thanks for watching us on YouTube.
Thanks, Tom. I just have a question. I really can't find the answer anyway. It actually relates to minimum wage. They've released this article about Seattle minimum wage and how it actually causes people to lose jobs and have less income. So I'm obviously not understanding something. If you earn $7.50 hours per hour, right? And you're working 80 hours a week, then you'll get $30,000 a year. If you increase minimum wage to $15 an hour and they reduce your hours to 40 hours a week, you still get the same amount of money. So less hours does not mean less money.
Right.
If your rate is higher. So I don't understand why they're complaining about, oh, people are working less hours, people have fewer jobs. These are good things.
Yes, and not only that so-called study out of the University of Washington, University of Washington.
That's actually why I'm calling you, is about the study. I'm looking at the study right now, and the person who did the study, whoever reviewed this or wrote an article about it, completely lied about it. In the study, he already says that the data that they use does not include contract laborers. People affected mostly by minimum wage would be contract laborers. For example, security guards working in these office buildings.
Well, it also didn't include large employers.
People affected by the study that he's just excluded.
Well, it also didn't include large employers, anybody with more than 50 employees.
Yes, so he's already said that his data is flawed. It's not peer-reviewed. So why are people relying on this study? Because this is, honestly, the study doesn't make any sense.
To the best of my knowledge, nobody outside of the right-wing media sphere is relying on that study.
The New York Times is relying on the study.
Who, Bret Stephens?
Well, it's in the New York Times, and they've said that this.
Yeah, well, the New York Times recently hired a right-wing
study. This is not credible.
Yeah, they recently hired a right-wing blogger.
Said it's not credible.
They recently hired a right-wing blogger, Bret Stephens, who's a climate denier and a right-winger, and in fact, it caused me to cancel my subscription with the New York Times. And you know, his first post was about global warming, filled with lies, and or shall we say, deceptions. And I believe his second one was on this topic. I could be wrong. I read it a couple of days ago. And, you know, and now MSNBC, I guess, is hiring him too. So, you know, because they're on a hunt for more right-wingers over at MSNBC. But you're right. It is a crap study. And it has already been pushed back against over at the Center for Economic Policy Research, CEPR.net, I think. Yeah, CEPR.net. You can find, I believe it's there. You can find, you know, a deconstruction of that study. There's been actually numerous critiques of that study. It's just, you know, the only place you're going to find that study being quoted is in right-wing media. That's it. Because it is so biased and because it is so incomplete. You're absolutely right, Shireen. And thank you for pointing it out. I appreciate the call. Thank you so much.